Alright, folks, what up? It's your man, Oh My God, You Peasants, or OMG, You Peasants, whatever. We're back again with the Game of Thrones reaction review summary. I'm gonna try to get up as soon as possible. I think it's gonna be shorter than the last one because not much really happened to me in this episode. I mean, shit happened, just not as much shit as the last couple episodes. And I also think I didn't get as much views because of the because the review last week was so long. It's like 14 minutes. Anyway, here we go. We start off with Sansa reaching the wall. She looking around. She don't see Jon Snow because he inside the little thing or whatever. And then he come out and they like surprised to see each other. Like they like kind of like frozen. And he walked down the stairs and they look at each other for a second to make sure, like, oh, you really you type shit. And then they hug it out. Sansa got tall as shit because he looking up like, oh shit. It's been a while. Then they reminisce. Over bad decisions they made and regrets. Like Sansa says she wish she could go back in time and tell herself not to go to Westeros because this whole shit is her fault. Everything is her fault. Alright, so then she expresses her want to go back and retake Winterfell. And Jon Snow really is not around for it. He's like, I've been fighting since I left home. I'm tired of fighting. I don't know. He doesn't. I don't think he knows where he wants to go. It depends on what he actually saw when he was there. 'Cause I still think he's seen something. He's going to follow that path. But then I see a little bit of savageness in Sansa because she like, all right, you don't want to take it. I'll go with myself. It's going to happen. She's starting to stark up. Then Melisandre basically expresses that she follows Jon Snow now, and then we pan to Brienne talking to what's the guy's name? I forgot. Anyway, we pan over to Brienne talking to Melisandre and King Davos. I mean, not King Davos, just Davos. I'm tired. But anyway, she telling them like, yo, Brienne basically tells them that I executed Stannis after the whole war thing. They're kind of like shooken by it, like they're kind of surprised. She also basically tells Melisandre that I know basically you killed Renly, and I didn't forget, and nor will I forgive you. At one point, I don't know I don't know how where Brienne's gonna go after Jon leaves with Sansa. I don't know if they're gonna be together, but there's gonna be some type of rift between like forces when it comes to that. The Wildlings I think are gonna follow Jon Snow. Um, Not sure who they're gonna meet up with on the way back, but we'll find out. Like I said, I already think Rickon is there to kill Ramsay. I hope so, but we'll talk about that when we get to the end of this video. Then I think this is the first episode this season that we see Littlefinger bitch ass. I don't really remember. Maybe we did. I just don't remember right now. I'm tired. I wasn't really paying attention to this part because I was still writing down my notes from the meeting at the wall part. So yeah. Then we get to Tyrion and Khaleesi. Well, Khaleesi's people. They're her advisors. Grey Worm, his girl, Tyrion, and the Dickless dude. I forget people's name. But they are basically trying to figure out the best way to stop the funding for the Sons of the Harpy. You already know my nigga Grey Worm. He just want blood. He don't want nothing else but to kill all these motherfuckers. Then Tyrion like makes up this on the fly, like he proposes like, okay, you gotta stop funding the Sons of the Harpy, even though they didn't want to admit that they do. We'll give you 7 years to stop to wean yourself off of slavery. And Khaleesi's quotes are always, I mean not Khaleesi, Tyrion's quotes are always amazing. Then Khaleesi's dick source, I don't know his name. He sees the Stolman's disease on Jorah's arm, and Jorah's like, I didn't touch anything. So basically, you don't have to worry about getting a disease. Then they drop their weapons and plan to move at nightfall to go get Khaleesi because if they get seen, I mean, they had like a little plan to say that, oh, we're merchants and I'll give you the best wine. But they did wait till nightfall to move. They did get caught. They tried that first, and then they weren't, the Dothraki weren't buying it. So they basically, one of them ran away to go warn everybody else, while the bigger one fought Jorah. Jorah was getting his ass whooped. Like, he even tried to throw sand in the nigga eyes, and that he just went like this. And just moved out right out the way. But they ended up killing both the dudes. Khaleesi Dixor snapped the guy that ran his neck, and then came back and stabbed the other guy. But then they realized, like, if they find the stab wounds, they're gonna look for us. So they basically like crush his skull and like probably Poppy's chest because he stabbed him in the chest. Then in the hut where Khaleesi is, she asked to go get water and for fresh air. So they go, her and one other girl go for a walk. Then that's when Jorah and her dick source meet up with her. They hold the other girl like hostage, like with a knife to her throat. Khaleesi stops them from killing her. Then she basically says, like, I'm not ready to leave yet because I have plans for this while we're here before we leave. Then we get to Marjorie, and she's talking to the High Sparrow. He basically tells her a story. I wasn't really paying attention to the story. I was making my notes. And then he takes her to see her brother, who's basically just lying there weak. Like this dude just like gave up on life. He tells her to do whatever we gotta do because he wants this to end. She wants to stay strong and, do whatever she gotta do, but he just wants it all to end. I think he even told her to give him up just so they can kill him or whatever they're gonna do to him. Then Cersei walks in on the Grand Maester giving Tommen some type of counsel that she didn't want, so she puts that to a stop. Then they all go to there was supposed to be a council meeting that she postponed with Lady Marjorie and the Hand of the King. And obviously you see Cersei's controlling mother complex come right back, and like it does in every other episode. I probably said this before in the video, but I was under the impression that Ramsay had the second largest army when he doesn't. Lady Marjorie has the second largest army. Obviously, Westeros has the biggest because they have the most money. But I was wrong. Lady Marjorie has the second biggest army. They kind of plan to like band together the king, the right hand to the hand of the king's people, Lady Marjorie's army, and Cersei's army to go kill the sons, not the sons, sparrows. And they all kind of get onto the same accord of wanting the sparrows dead. Then we see Theon gets home. He gets to his sister, and then he just tells her, like, I escaped. She doesn't like that because she came to get him before, and people died trying to get him before. But he was broken at that point. I think, honestly, it was a good thing he stayed because that's the only reason why Sansa was saved. Even though most of us dislike her, she's still a Stark, so I kind of want the Starks to win this whole thing. She basically tells him, I consider you dead, and he's like, I don't want to be king, I just want to help you rule. You deserve to rule the Iron Islands. Then we get to Ramsay, and I think her name is Marin, the lady that was with Rakan. And basically, he had her cleaned up just to come see him. And she basically tries to seduce him just to kill him. Obviously, it doesn't work. Because he's like, Theon already told me to try this with him. And when she sees that, she overreacts and reaches for the knife, and then he stabbed her in the throat before she can stab him, which was another failed attempt at Bolton's life. And I want this nigga to die. I absolutely hate this guy. Then as he looks over her dead body, he just is eating his fruit like nothing just happened. Like, this guy is sadistic. Then we get back to Jon Snow and Sansa, and basically he gets a letter from Ramsay saying that you need to give me back Sansa and basically bow down, or I'm gonna come up there and I'm gonna kill everybody. I'm gonna kill every man, child, woman, whatever. I'm gonna rape Sansa. I'm gonna let all my people rape Sansa right in front of you. Then I'm gonna kill your brother. We have your brother, and we're gonna kill you, and so on and so forth. Then Jon asks Sansa how much of an army does he have. She said that she overheard him say 5,000. I think he has more than that. I think it's just something that he let on to her. So like, I think he like counted on this kind of. I don't know, but I think he has more than 5,000 people in his army. Then the wildlings only have 2,000. They can't. I don't think they can really run with his people, because when they fought Stannis, they were like pretty. They could fight, or it was more like cunning like thought, like strategy fighting type shit. Like we're gonna fight some people at the front. We're gonna come around the side and flank you, like type shit. Like they strategize before they fight. The Wildlings, they just go. They just go. Ain't no planning. They just fight. Then Jon Snow basically like, yeah, we gotta go. We even if you don't have Rickon, we still don't want to run that risk of him keeping Rickon. So we gotta go. Then we get back to Khaleesi. I guess the leaders of Dothraki. I don't know if any of them are named the Cole yet, the new Cole, whatever. But they ask her to be brought to them, and she proposes. Basically, they talk shit, and then she speaks the language, and then whatever the normal Khaleesi shit. Then she walks over to like the middle of the room, which is like surrounded by like fire, um, like torches, kind of like the room. And she proposed to them, none of you will rule. I will. I'm not gonna stay in the hut. I'm gonna rule Dothraki. Then basically they laugh at her, call her a cunt. I was listening like, all right, come on, let's go. We all about to fuck you right now. Fuck it. We all about to bend you over and fuck you. But she wasn't having that. So she put her hand on like one of the torches, and they see like she's clearly not feeling it because it's hot. They see that she's clearly not feeling it. Then she starts pushing them over and like sets the whole hut on fire, basically burning them alive. Then after we see the whole hut on fire, all the like widows and all the other Dothraki are outside just watching the hut burn, and she just walks out through the fire. And surprisingly, we see her naked again. From what I heard, they changed her contract so we won't see her naked again. I heard like the fans like actually wanted no more nakedness from her because she's so high class of a character that we shouldn't see her naked as much as we see like peasants and whores and shit. But all the Dothraki and the widows, they all bow before her. Basically, they're on the team now. So she got numbers, bruh. She got the Unsullied. Now she got the 100,000 Dothraki. Oh my, she got numbers and 3 dragons. Nigga, she's about to be unstoppable. Okay, I think now she has the biggest army down, like hands down. But I love that girl. That's my bae. And that was basically the end of the episode. I'm gonna end this video here. It's already 12 minutes, and it shouldn't have taken this long. I was just adding extra shit more than I put in my notes. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the episode. I'll be back next week, hopefully, God willing. And I'm out. Peace.